Welcome. How good was a grape pone standing in your garden? That's a good question. This grape pone and I are on our way to being fast fans. What about your garden? It's a mess. Me garden? I didn't even notice just a couple of carrots and pumpkins that got squashed. Been working hard on growing. Listen, I'll tell you all about it. The graphorn is an interesting creature, to say the least. Full thumbled feet, mouth, tentacles, and a hide that can repel spells. That's some creature. You have seen a lot of strange things. What makes a graphorn unique to you? Spell resistant hide. I wonder what spells would work on a graphorn. He's something to think about, but don't go trying anything. You have told me all about the graphorn. Now you promised you would tell me about why there's a graphorn in your garden. I rescued this graphorn from a mountain troll. The poor graphorn got into a bit of a scuffle with one, so I brought it here to rest. But fate and the troll will do that to you. But then why isn't it resting in the magical creatures reserve? Seems that every time I get back to the reserve, it just comes bailing back out and ruining things. What kind of help, seeing as you're friends with graphorn? I was hoping you could bond with the graphorn and find out why it won't stay put in the reserve. I've already gotten into a bit of trouble for all the chaos this one has caused. I'll get one of my other creature-loving friends to join me. I know you said we were going to see a graphorn. I wasn't expecting it to be so cute. Don't you? Cute isn't the right word. Yeah, right. The graphorn is majestic, fierce. Everything about it screams, "Give me a hug." What do you need? You need a Barnaby hug? Maybe save the hug for later. Doesn't know you well enough to let you close. If we are going to figure out why this graphorn won't stay on the reserve, then we need to bond with it. I think the graphorn likes us. I just knew that under the tough exterior and spell-resistant hide was a gooey, soft center. You can get one later. We have to focus on graphorn now. We befriended the graphorn, so now we are sure to find out why he won't stay put in the reserve. That same thing happened when we became friends, didn't it? I was being tough and strong and powerful and rugged him. Those words all mean the same thing. But I think I know what you are trying to say. You think you and the graphorn are alike, right? That's right. We are both quite friendly, and when you get past the tough exterior. Oh. And where did the graphorn go? Perhaps I should have said something sooner. I saw it walk off, but I was just so excited to chat about graphorns with you that I didn't mention it. You're one of the best friends I've ever had. We have to find the graphorn. Every time he gets out, it causes trouble. It was headed towards the school. That's where we are going next. We have got to go catch the graphorn. What's going on? This immense creature has made a mess of my classroom. Your class always looks like this after a lesson. This is besides the poems. Today is not a lesson on great poems, it's on moat laps. I'm sure the great poem didn't mean to wreak havoc. It does have a habit of making a mess of things. And how do you know that? Is this great poem yours? Keeps leaving the reserve, so Barnaby and I have been trying to find out why. You'll watch that this great poem got loose? Well, yes. You knew this creature had a habit of escaping the reserve and causing havoc. You should take responsibility for this mess. It was all my fault, don't blame doctors. No, the great poem is my responsibility and it's my fault. Barnaby had nothing to do with this and the trouble great poem caused. Didn't expect looking after this great poem to be so serious. Perhaps I can help you with that. It's not often that I get the chance to examine a creature as exciting as a great poem. I'll only examine the creature under one condition. Clean up this classroom before my students arrive. Let's start cleaning then. Now we finished cleaning the classroom. Not a single snack is out of place. Well, most of them at least. I did get a bit hungry. I know that creature feed isn't too bad once you get past the texture. What, Barnaby? Oh no. Interesting. Professor Clabbert, did you learn anything from your examination? It sounded like you may have discovered something. So you see, I thought it was odd. This great poem was by itself. They tend to form family holds. So I did some checking, and it turns out your great poem is a mother. This is amazing. Great poem is a mom, and that means there's a cute little baby great poem. This is the best day of my life. I could lift an entire great poem with joy. Don't try to lift great poem. I don't think she would appreciate it. What if the great poem was separated from her hold, and that's why she keeps escaping? I gave birth quite recently. Being away from her baby is likely causing her a great deal of stress. Thank you. Barnaby and I have to go back to Hagrid right away. We have to find that baby great poem and reunite it with the baby great poem. We know why Great Poem keeps escaping. Great Poem is a mother. Examined her and found out that she had given birth recently. We think the reason she keeps escaping is because she's trying to get to her baby. Ends up destroying things in her escape attempt because she's frustrated. That's why we need you to tell us all about where you found the great poem. If we want to reunite great poem with the baby, then we need to know every detail of her rescue. So when you found great poem, she was fighting in the mountain shoal, that's right, but I don't know exactly where it was, and I did think it was odd she was trying to get into the shoal cave and not away from it, because that's where her baby is. Why would a mountain shoal kidnap a baby great poem? Great poem hide repels most spells, maybe that's why. You don't sound too sure about that. You don't think that's why to try to remember what I taught you about great poem and mountain shoals. The fuck? I don't know. Imagine it's because it's easier to tame a baby great pone than an adult. She told me that mountain trolls are known to try to tame great pones, but they are not usually successful. I'm glad you remembered me lesson. Imagine riding a great pone. I'd be so tall and unstoppable. We are not here to ride great pone Barnaby. What are we going to do? Though, to reunite the great pone and its baby. Seems they may need to strengthen your bond with Great Pond before she lets you help her. Then that's exactly what I'll do. I'll show her that she can trust me. And doing the forest. For the moment I remember this clearing, we are close to where I found the Great Pond. Look at the ground, there seems to be a lot of creature tracks. Perhaps some of them belong to a troll or baby Great Pond. It's like we are detectives examining prints in the mud. Remember that great poems have 4 thumb-like toes. That shouldn't be too difficult to spot. Come on, everyone, let's search. I think I've got something here. It's a bit strange, isn't it? What do you think? Is it great poem track or something else? I think it's a unicorn track. There are some unicorn tracks, but they don't look at. I don't know, I misclicked. No, the creature who made this track has 4 toes. It has got to be a great pone track. That's because it belongs to the baby. Those tracks look fresh too, and they are headed to a nearby grove. She must have understood us. We have to go after her. Oh, there goes the troll. Grey Pone, she's going to charge that mountain troll. It must be the one that took her baby. She still hasn't recovered from her first fate with the mountain troll. The pulsar. That's right, you leave the Grey Pone alone. Let's duel. Oh shit, this guy's tough. I don't know if I'll be able to beat him. Oh, got that over him. He healed. He just keeps healing. What? Oh, I can't use my actual dueling spells, eh? Oh, he got stunned for 2 tones. This is my chance. Okay, let's go. Let's go. Is exhausted, she can barely stand. She never did get the chance to rest. When I'm tired, I can barely lift Liz from my morning workout, which throws off my entire routine. You're right, the Graphorn won't get far in her current state. I'm not going to go after her baby without her. We'll stay here until Graphorn is well rested. We may as well discuss how we are going to get the baby back while we are waiting. How are we going to track down the mountain troll? We'll follow the tracks it left behind. That's how we found it in the first place. It sounds like a good plan to me. Seems the Graphorn agrees with you. Perhaps she's finally seen that we are here to help her find her baby. And then we'll be able to face the mountain troll and save the baby as a team. We united in the Graphorn with its baby! Looks like there's no mountain troll here, but this is where the troll tracks lead. Then mountain troll must be nearby. The tracks wouldn't just suddenly stop. Perhaps we just need to load the baby Graphorn and troll out in the open. I've been practicing my Graphorn calls. Huff, 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 huff. Blimey, that call must be good if Graphorn's joining in. The more of us that bellow, the more likely. Alright, I'll give it a try. Hoofa! I would give that call a 10 out of 10. But at the moment, I think I hear something. Hey, it's the baby Graphorn. And a mountain troll. Uh-oh. And then we'll just have to work together. You and Haggard distract the troll, and the Graphorn and I will lead the baby to safety. We are going to get that Graphorn baby. We did it. I told you that we were going to get your baby back. That baby Graphorn is just as cute as I knew it would be. Oh, the mother's approaching me. Aww, how sweet. You're welcome. I'm glad you and your baby are reunited. And I'm glad I decided to trust you with helping the Graphorn. I knew I could count on you, and look what you have accomplished. Well done. Alright, well, next creature. Thanks for coming. Hi, Haggard. It's always great to see you. There's someone else here who wants to say you too. Can you tell which sort of creature that is? That's a Clabbert. Well spotted. That's exactly what sort of creature this is. I should have known you'd get it right away. Came all the way here from America. Does that have something to do with why you wanted to see me? But first, there's a lot you need to learn about Clabberts. Why don't the two of you get to know each other while I explain? Cowboats have a built-in alarm system, and that's right, it's a special way for cowboats to keep each other safe. If a cowboat senses danger, the pistol on his forehead will start flashing red. Anyone else around who sees the flashing pistol will know danger is near. Isn't that something? What do you think that pistol? Fascinating. It's only an interesting ability, and it helps cowboats protect each other. Some people flinched when I told them about Calbert's red flashing forehead. You never know with some folks. I take it this Calbert is part of your idea you wanted to tell me about. I've been thinking about ways to make our magical creature resolve more safe and secure. You may recall we have had a few trespassers here in the past. Seems like there's always someone looking about trying to come after the magical creatures. And it's not just trespassers I'm worried about, it's students too. Anyone who wanders into the reserve unsupervised may put themselves in danger. And so I figured that what we need is a watchful eye. I want to chain up a bunch of Calberts as lookouts and place them all around the reserve. If one of the Calberts senses danger, that forehead pistol of those will start firing off. And soon enough, we'll know if something's amiss. With the proper training, we can make sure that our creatures stay safe and secure. But I'll need your help. First thing we have got to do is train up these Calberts to look for danger. Glad to hear it. I'll be in touch with the first training session. Meet me in the Care Magical Creature classroom. I'll even bring a Calbert expert along to help. Let's go begin the training. Thanks for coming. Me and my friend here were just talking about how to train your Calbert. Hello, Miss Blackbeard. Bode is a Makusa witch. She's the one who brought this Calbert. Haggard told me he was looking to adopt one, so I brought him a rescue Calbert all the way from America. We were discussing ways to create a sense of danger for the Calbert to react against. The defense mechanism is truly unique. The students here could learn a lot by witnessing it firsthand. We just need to convince Calbert that a stranger is looking around. The trick is Calbert knows our faces and can tell that we are not dangerous at all. I'll put on the mask and then you and Haggard pretend like I'm a dangerous stranger. I found a great one, I'll show you. But let's step away first. We don't want Calbert to see see me put it on. What do you think? Pretty scary, eh? If I was a Calbert, I think I would find that quite scary. Could it be too scary? We wouldn't want Calbert to get nightmares. Alright, let's get started. Go John Haggard and Calbert. I'll try to sneak past you with this mask on. It worked. Calbert raised the alarm whenever our dangerous stranger passed by. The little one isn't too frightened now, is it? If anything, I think Calbert is having fun. I suppose it's only natural. Calberts look out for intruders in the wild after all. All Calberts has to do is to follow its instincts to succeed at our training. I'm glad it worked. I couldn't see anything in that mask. That smell was something else. Thanks for your help. Don't mention it, I'm always happy to aid fellow creature lovers in need, but I should be getting back to the States now. Duty calls, I'm afraid. A Makusa witch's work is never done. And now that I know Clabbert will be happy in its new home, I can leave him with a peace of mind. You bet those students could learn a lot from a trained Clabbert like this one, and I'm sure you have reviewed all the rules and regulations regarding Callberts, right? Of course. Great. Then I'll see you when another amazing magical creature is in need. That was fun. What do we do next? We are almost ready for the next training session. We'll see how Clabbert looks out for danger from his favorite tree. Ready for the next stage of Clabbert's alertness training. Now that we are in the reserve, I figure we can set up right over. It's a moat lap. It must have come to greet its new neighbor. Well, go on, Clabbert, say hello to your new friend. What's wrong, Clabbert? Is reacting as if the moat lap is a dangerous stranger. We've got to calm down this situation before it's out of hand. Oh, the moat lap's moving. But we managed to calm everyone down. We should have prepared Clabbert better before we got here. Did you spot what just happened? Why do you think Clabbert's danger sense went off when the moat lap approached? Clabbert was unfamiliar with the moat lap, and when a creature is unfamiliar with something, it's more likely to see it as a threat. You're getting a lot better at understanding how creatures think. Even a friendly moat lap can set off a creature's danger sense. Clabbert is still new enough to this area that doesn't know the other creatures well. It's seeing them as a threat, even when they just come by to say hello. Can't tell real danger from a friendly creature, and if a little moat lap is enough to set off its alarm, wait until it sees the Norwegian Ridgeback. We can't leave things like this. If we don't do something, Clabbert won't ever be able to sense dangers at the reserve. That's a good idea. Creatures don't think of the world in terms of good or bad like we do. They are more likely to look at things in terms of safe and dangerous. To get the Clabbert to feel comfortable, we have got to convince it that its neighbors are safe to be around. Sounds like another training session is in order. We'll set up a little socializing session. I'll set up a time and a place, and I'll let you know when everything's ready. Spend as much time as possible with Clabbert. The more it trusts you, the more comfortable it will be for the training session. Socializing with the Clabbert. Oh, hello, big boy. Ready to get started? Not just any dragons, and Norwegian Ridgeback, and a beauty at that. You should get to know this one better when you get the chance. I'm sure the two of you would get along well. Can't believe you brought a dragon to our Clabbert socialization session. It lives near the lake too. If Clabbert can get used to being around the dragon, a moat lap won't bother anymore. That makes me theory. Why did you have any concerns about me choice of a creature? This is just the sort of creature Clabbert needs to get used to being around. Glad you agree. That's just what I was thinking too. Alarm is already going off after seeing a dragon, unless it senses other strangers around. Is that a real dragon? Of course it's a real dragon. What sort of question is that? Why are you two doing it here? We overheard Hagrid talking about a dragon and decided to come check it out. I knew I shouldn't have said anything before coming here. Can you tone that thing off? It reacts to dangerous intruders. In this case, that's you. I can live with that. If I had known this was all part of some silly plan of yours, we wouldn't have bothered showing up. This isn't my plan. This is all part of Hagrid's idea for Clabbert's powered alert system. If it works, we can protect the reserve and the creatures inside. That's your idea? You lot are even sillier than I thought. Come on, let's find a good place to watch this miserable plan fail. You're welcome to watch, as long as you don't get in the way. How accommodating of you. Can stay as long as you promise not to steer clear of the dragon. Alright, I suppose we'd better get started. No, it looks happy. Even the dragon nearby, Clabbert, doesn't seem alarmed. Then it looked Clabbert has gotten used to being near the Norwegian Ridgeback. Did it look the other way around too? How does the dragon react to Clabbert? We may have a ways to go still, but I think it warmed up too, Clabbert. What's most important is that Clabbert doesn't see the dragon as a dangerous intruder. You should be proud of yourself. Well, that was critical. The fact that no one got eaten was a bit of a disappointment. Yeah, of course, and if you think I'm done pointing out the ridiculousness of your plan, think again. Don't pay her any mind. I'll send word when it's time to continue our Clabbert alertness training. Attend the meeting. Why is it almost degree here? Thanks for coming. Hello, thank you for responding to my owl. What brings you back to Hogwarts? I could say I came under friendlier circumstances, but in this case I'm here on official capacity on behalf of the Ministry of Magic. I understand your feelings, but the rules of the matter are clear. I'm afraid I have bad news to share regarding your plans for Clabbert's powered alert system. Aren't allowed to be used as alert systems. Too many American witches and wizards were using Clabbert to protect their gardens from muggles. The results were curious muggles mistaking trees full of flashing Clabberts for off-season Christmas decorations. The International Confederation of Wizards, who introduced a fine that has largely ended this practice. Two concerned students, they seemed quite eager to tell me about it. Could only have been Mula and Ismelda. The rules being what they are, I must request that you halt your plans. I agree, we wouldn't want to violate any rules. Thank you for being so understanding. By respecting these rules, we protect ourselves and our entire society. Holly even reminded me to look at the rules and regulations about Clabbert earlier. I should have listened. If Miss Blackbird didn't know about your plan, what did she think you were training Clabbert for? Thought our training was only for student demonstrations. It was excited to watch Clabbert watch out for danger to the reserve. If only we could cheer it up. There's got to be a way we can lift Clabbert's spirits. What a demonstration. Perhaps that's the answer. What do you mean? What if we set up a demonstration where Clabbert can use his skills alone? I see no problem with the demonstration, provided that the intention is strictly to improve a creature's well-being. Sure, let's all meet up later. We'll plan the details. Hello, I brought Clabbert along as requested. I'm quite looking forward to learning more about your practices regarding magical creatures. Hagrid's being modest. He's a wonder with magical creatures. Under Hagrid's guidance, we were able to train our Clabbert to react when it sees an unfamiliar intruder. Fascinating, but how did you get your Clabbert not to set off its alarm when around unfamiliar creatures? Hagrid had socialized the Clabbert with a fearsome creature to get it used to its new habitat, a dragon, a Norwegian Ridgeback to be precise. But then I realized that a dragon was the perfect choice. And it can get used to being near a dragon, other creatures wouldn't seem so frightening. Between creatures is indeed worthy of praise. Magical creatures don't see the world merely in terms of good and bad. Talked about this earlier. He said he should know this one already. In what terms would you say creatures would view the world? Fuck. Safe and dangerous, which is unfamiliar is considered dangerous by default. I can see that your magical creature knowledge is impressive. I think I understand now how much effort you and Clabbert have put into your training. It may be the only way to cheer Clabbert up. To lift its spirits, we'll set up the demonstration where our Clabbert can show off its ability. One of us will try to sneak past it and spot the intruder and raise the alarm. Clabbert already knows me and Darko, so it wouldn't see us as intruders. Clabbert won't be satisfied if he thinks we let it spot the intruder on purpose. Understood, I assure you. I'll give him my very best effort. And give Clabbert somewhat to brag about. This all sounds pretty exciting. How do you feel? I'm feeling confident. We have worked hard and Clabbert knows what to do in order to nail this. I have high hopes. And when next we meet, I'll be attempting to sneak past. Looking forward to seeing you. Gather your confidence, for I won't spare any efforts in trying to deceive you. Speaking of confidence, remember to spend as much time with Clabbert as you can before we begin. I understand. I'll make sure Clabbert is ready for the demonstration. Are you ready, Clabbert? The demonstration has begun. Mr. Diggory is out here somewhere, hoping to sneak past us. Mr. Diggory's goal is to make it clear to this chair without you noticing, but we'll make sure that won't happen. Well, you will. I'm just here to lend you my support. I wonder where he could be. We have been out here for quite a while. Your alarm is going off. You are sensing something. Take us to where the intruder is. You found me already? Where did you come from? We have been watching out for you this whole time. Were you watching the water? I thought I'd try to swim past you. The bubblehead charm makes it easy to stay underwater for long periods. Thought I was being quite clever, but you found me right away. I never would have spotted you on my own. Good show, you performed splendidly. Your confidence in Clabbert's abilities gave me high hopes for this demonstration. I was not disappointed. You and Clabbert should be proud of what you have accomplished. Is sensing something else? What could be the issue? But we should find out. Come on, let's follow Clabbert. It's the Norwegian Ridgeback. Help me. Are you alright? Do I look up? I'm alright. I'm about to get eaten by a dragon. We've got to do something. Clabbert and I will attract the dragon's attention. We made it. This should be safe enough distance. What's all this? What are you lot over? Was the lot of you over here harassing that poor dragon? This is not what was happening. Alright, someone's gonna have to tell me what's been going on here. What were you doing here? After Miller and I told the ministry about your plan for a Clabbert-powered alert system, we thought we'd give up. You would give up, but then I noticed you coming out here with a Clabbert, so I decided to see what was going on. The dragon appeared, and you lot nearly let it eat me. It must have been roaming around and mistook you for an intruder in its territory. And you have Mr. Lane to thank for that. If he and Clabbert hadn't kept that dragon's attention so effectively, things may have gone a whole lot worse. I'm just glad you're alright and that no one was hurt. But I do appreciate Mr. Diggory pulling me to safety, and I suppose your Clabbert must have been pretty alert to sense that I was in danger. I'll have to tell my boy Cedric to watch out. Let's not forget the hero of the hour, Clabbert. Clabbert sensed danger and led us here, and I think the Clabbert spent with the dragon earlier helped us to calm it down. A capable guardian, indeed. Clabbert's abilities have been proven twice over. I must say I'm thoroughly impressed by your dedication to magical creatures here at Hogwarts. Your methods may be unconventional at times, but they do seem to be effective. We may not be getting the Clabbert-powered alert system, but Clabbert should be happy here. Once again, you have helped ensure a magical creature's well-being even when things don't go as planned. Well then, that was that. Thanks for watching. Catch you next time, and peace.